For the past 2 years, our team has worked to create a low-cost ambulance to provide access to healthcare in rural areas. Both at MIT and in Tanzania, we have tested and designed our product. We've created a safe ambulance trailer that can attach to any existing motorcycle. With better transportation, we can connect vulnerable communities to life-saving medical treatment. We're the Okoa Project, saving lives one ride at a time. Today, I want to tell you about a woman that I met while I was in Tanzania. Sada Zawadi. Sada is a woman that recently gave birth in a rural area called Moshota, and she told me the concerns that she had during her pregnancy. She told me about the walk to the hospital, a walk that could take 8 hours, and she was terrified because a friend of hers that made the trek had to deliver on the side of the road. She told me about the financial debt. The cost of a motorcycle ride to the hospital could be 10 times her yearly salary. But mostly because no ambulances exist and the current transportation options can put an unborn baby's life at risk, she was deeply worried about the safety of her child. This is not unique. This is normal. 1 billion people around the world do not have access to healthcare. And in a survey taken by the World Bank, transportation is one of the top 2 reasons that people can't get there. In East Africa, they've spent $2 billion just on buying ambulances. And these vehicles are expensive and don't address the needs of their rural communities. That's why today, I'm excited to tell you about the Okoa Project. We're a nonprofit focused on increasing access to healthcare in rural communities like Moshota. We've developed a low-cost ambulance trailer that can attach onto the back of any existing motorcycle to provide the transportation for the people that need it the most. We've developed this trailer in partnership with the Olive Branch for Children, and from the very start, we've made sure that Tanzanian minds have been involved in the design process. We've done this by working closely with our partner, as well as Tanzanian innovation centers and community members, highlighting capacity building as part of our process. Over the course of 3 trips to Tanzania, we've conducted over 240 interviews of patients, healthcare workers, and motorcycle drivers. These conversations are what drove our design criteria. We heard about the fear of going to the hospital alone, so we added an additional seat for a family member or midwife to accompany the patient to the hospital. We heard horror stories of women giving birth on the side of the road with no medical equipment, so we added an onboard birthing kit for emergencies. And we heard about the pain of riding on the back of the motorcycle as a patient or a pregnant mother. So we have an extensively tested suspension system on our trailer. And all of this adds up to our affordable Okoa ambulance. We know that we're not the first to tackle this problem, but where other products have failed is they don't understand the context that goes beyond the patient. Our trailer is made out of completely locally sourced materials, and we have a warranty program that's included in the registration. This is so we can have easy maintenance of our product throughout its entire lifetime. We also have a removable interior, so that in the downtime, the driver can make additional income using the trailer for things such as delivering medical supplies. And we can do all of this for half the cost of the existing alternative options, because our trailer can attach to the back of any existing motorcycle, eliminating the need to purchase an additional vehicle. But who's gonna buy this? Our goal is to get as many of these ambulances into the communities as possible, and NGOs are the connector. Not only do NGOs have the funds to pay for something like this, but many of them have existing ambulance programs that serve their communities for free. The service is there, but the right vehicle is not. So where are we now? Over the past 2.5 years, we've been able to test 2 prototypes in the country, and our most recent prototype, after the summer, is ready for our pilot test this October. We're partnering with the Olive Branch for Children to deploy 5 ambulances to serve a population of 5,000 people this fall. Post-de-risking, we have plans to partner with some of the most well-integrated NGOs in this space. And after successfully integrating our ambulance into their operations, we'll be targeting our end customer, which is governments. These governments have failed their Millennium Development Goals set by the United Nations related to healthcare, and so are throwing millions and millions of dollars at the problem of emergency transportation. So now, let me introduce you to the team behind it all. I'm Emily, and Shade, Eva, and I make up our core team, with mechanical engineering and business degrees from MIT. Our partner, the Olive Branch for Children, has 17 years of development experience and has successfully implemented over 20 programs to address the needs of their community. Together, we're creative problem solvers, builders, and thinkers. But above all of that, we want to help real people, like Sada. Today, millions of people are threatened by preventable medical situations. And with better transportation, we can connect vulnerable communities to life-saving medical treatment. If you want to help us make a difference and to see our ambulance, please come see us in our booth after the show. We're the Okoa Project, saving lives one ride at a time. Thank you.